Alright, I'm on hole number 5 of the 2019 Summer Major. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and check out hole number 5. Maybe. Alright, so I'm always a fan of eliminating traps. So all of this stuff that's down here is an optical illusion. I'm only concerned about this. So whatever I do, it's going to be for landing over here and going straight towards it. So it looked like from my practice round yesterday, if you've got a Guardian that has all of its backspin, you can use a Marlin and your red line's going to be right in this neighborhood and you have just enough room to maneuver. It'll be at minimum club, and at minimum club I'm hitting 1.7 per ring, and I am going to add on 10% and a 10% over adjustment for the wind here, and the wind's going with us, so we got a tailwind here. So we don't have a lot of room here to maneuver, but there is enough room to be able to adjust the wind out. If you don't have a Guardian that's got all of its backspin, you can come at this with a Saturn, and my red line with the Marlin was right in here, so my Guardian was on this side, my Saturn was on this side. So to push this forward enough to give you just a window down here to be able to engage your Saturn at max club, you'd probably have to use a Katana, and a Katana is going to push that red line forward so that your red line's up, and your area between clubs is going to be somewhere up here, and you'll have a little sliver that you can use that club. So if I didn't have a Guardian with enough backspin, I would definitely try and engage up here with my Saturn and use a bigger ball. And if a Katana doesn't get it done, then I would bring a 3 power ball to push that red line forward so that I have a window down here to place my Saturn and come straight at the hole. But it looks like I have enough with my Guardian to be able to shoot from this side and go right at it at minimum club. And it's always best if you can work out a red line spot where you're in your minimum club. And so that's the way I'm going to come at this. So if you have upper developed clubs, Guardian not so upper developed, if your Guardian doesn't have all of its backspin, I would bring a bigger ball and try a Saturn. So I'm going to use a Guardian and I'm going to use a Marlin. Now I don't have in this account a Guardian that's high enough developed. It doesn't have all of its stuff, so it doesn't have all of its backspin, so I'll have to do the Saturn shot. So I'll have to bring a bigger ball, so I'll have to do it this way. This is why if you're new, start another account right now. That way you have 2 accounts that have very similar clubs, so that you can have a practice account, and if you can do it in one account, you can do it in the other. That way you can practice these shots. This account's just slightly behind my main. Alright, here we go. Try and work out some kind of a shot up here for this. So my Saturn hits 1.9 per ring, and I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment. Now let's see where I'm at in my club. So I'm right at the red line right there, so let me switch to a 3 power ball. And that's going to push that red line up just a little so that I have a little bit of fairway here to maneuver. I'm going to go right at it. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of an over adjustment, so that's a 10% would be a 2.4. It's 1.9. That leaves me 5. So that's about a ring and a quarter. Hit it perfect. Should get a pretty good read on how much it rolls out here. Pretty good distance. Pretty good spot right there. And that right there is a 0 risk shot. And the only thing it cost was a Titan. So, and I didn't use all the backspin on that, so you could probably bring a backbone if you got a backbone. I didn't see how much backspin that was, but if you got you've got some options there as opposed to trying to bounce it over. It's always better when you can get closer to the cup. Let's see how our opponent does it. They're bouncing over, trying to get the roll out. I'm a big fan of getting close on these par threes and trying to work that shot whatever my spot is, try and work that spot to try and get a hole in one. No matter what spot you pick, you're going to have to work that spot and figure out the adjustment for that spot. So why wouldn't you pick a spot that's closer to the hole? When you have really low developed clubs, you may not even have that much backspin, and you may not be able to do that, but you may have to do the bounce over. But if you've got clubs that have a little bit of backspin on them, use your clubs. This hole right here is definitely a hole I'm continuing to work a spot, and I'm definitely coming over here and trying to backspin, side spin it in, as opposed to doing the bounce over that my opponent's doing. I'm not going to let my opponent practice. Good luck in the tournament. And I don't want to waste any hole-in-ones on shootouts. All right, that was hole number 5 of the 2019 Summer Major. Thanks for watching.